good, Mike J. I'm good. And we alive. There we go. I'm going to post on all my Johns real quick.
Get it up, man.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a happy Wednesday. It's a busy day, man.
Oh, Jordan came. His sleeves aren't here, but he is. Let's go. I love this.
What's up, fellas? Yes, sir. He's showing off, man. Come on.
Oh, I dig it. Bro, you spend all the time in the gym. I see the guns. Yeah.
I do what I can, bro. I do what I can.
You know what he says, man. Rent paid. Every day he does it.
Yes, rent paid. I like that.
Every day, man.
Rent paid. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Good, bro. You closing 1 million deals this week? I'm just posting on my social media the link again so they know we're here.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Yeah, we're actually closing one today. We closed one Monday, and then fucking just like a few others. You know how it goes. Push back, delayed here. Got to do this now. So, you know how
yes. Bro, big facts. It's obviously something.
Crazy. Especially when we get like close to this time when not right now, but usually like Thanksgiving, like those times, and it gets super hectic and crammed.
Yes.
I try to like get them all out the way. Not all of them, obviously, but a good amount out the way before we hit like November.
That's a good way to do it.
I try. It doesn't always work. No, it doesn't always work. Because you're still getting around that time, but yeah, it's tough.
Bro, Thanksgiving week, a wrap.
Yeah. Forget it.
The week before Christmas to the end of the year, a wrap. You better get your deals done before then.
Yep.
That's all right.
What about texting though? You ever get any motivation while they're at the Thanksgiving table? You ever anybody respond back?
Text. I actually leave him alone. Maybe I'm super soft.
Oh, okay. I got
PPC leads out the fucking ass last Thanksgiving. Seriously.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even.
I believe that. I got a bunch of PPL leads around Christmas time. None of them wanted to do anything until the beginning of the year, but I got actually a lot of leads. A lot of people. It makes sense. Holidays, everyone, they got to spend this money. They're a little cooked.
Yeah, 100%. And I always say like around that time, because people are like, I'm going to dial my marketing back around that time, which is such a big mistake.
No, you can't.
All the people that want to wait, which is majority of them, want to wait until 2026 now. Like you want to be the first person to that first touch, right? Because when you're already, then boom, you already have a foot in the door. So
you want them like first or second of the year to be like, all right, time to talk to Jordan.
Exactly. Yep. 100%.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. People want to take that time off. You kind of can't.
No.
Can't afford to, man.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, dude. When you take your foot off the marketing gas, like 90 days from now, it's gonna hit you right in the gut.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
60 and 90 days, you're gonna be feeling it for sure.
Plus, when other people are turning down their marketing, that's exactly when you want to keep it at where it's at or turn it up.
Yes,
that's it.
Relax.
That's exactly what you want to do.
If I'm right, I remember last year. People talked about how marketing dollars were up around this time because of election season, because of how much people were spending in marketing outside of real estate. So, I mean, I don't know if that will play a difference at all this year with that not being, I don't know, maybe you see a better return than last year.
It's so weird, bro, because I was telling you guys last week as well. My PPC leads in July and August last year, like we're not great. Right. And then September, like it switched and just a shit ton of hot leads. And the exact same thing happened this year. Like it was kind of that the results were July and August. And then September, boom, like hot leads and shit. So I don't know if there's something to it, but it was basically the same as last year.
Bro, I think that's how it is with all these marketing channels. Some months it's just going to be hot, and some months it's not going to be that.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
For sure. I agree. Dude, we've got 7 contracts signed in the last 7 days.
How many of them are going to close?
7, bro. I mean, I'll be honest, if it's not for title, there's one where we wrote the contract for $500 because they don't know how much is owed in taxes. So maybe we close 6 out of 7, but 2 or 3 are going to be listed, and it's happy. Like I'm a very happy guy right now, I'll say. You know what I mean? I'm very confident in every one of them. So
nice.
Dude, that's fire. I have a question, Jordan. I have a question for you.
Yes.
And I see we had some other questions coming in the chat, and obviously we got to get to them, but I want to ask my question first. I hope that's okay. So I just locked up a deal in Virginia in an area that I don't know. I got novation paperwork signed just in case I want to go the novation route. Like I got the attorney in fact and all the baloney signed as well. Bulls in pre-foreclosure, the auction. I got it. So I got to get the pre-foreclosure date pushed back because it's next week. But if I wanted to do innovation, I had no boots in the ground over here. How do I do your realtor play? What's a good way for me to find a good realtor in the area other than just like messaging 5 realtors and whoever messages me back first gets the
Yeah. Listen, that's one way to do it. That's how I used to do it at first, right?
Yeah.
And, I would interview them. It's not like, oh, you answer first, you're getting it. You
of course.
But you, especially with the network that you have, I'm sure that you have realtor friends that maybe you trust that like Remax or Keller Williams or something like that. They have a nationwide network. So all of them have the ability to go find referral agents in another market. So if you know someone in Philly, which I'm sure you know a shit ton of agents in Jersey, you can just go to them and say, hey, listen, I want to get you paid, right? Are you able to help me find someone within Keller Williams that would be able to list this novation for me in Virginia? And I'm sure like if they want to make money, they'll be like, yeah, and that shit would take them 10 minutes, maybe tops. And they'd be able to connect you with someone after they vet them and stuff like that. So I would reach out to a few people that you trust that are agents, ask them that. If you don't know, literally, I could help you with it. Like my TC will just do it for you. But I think with your network, that's
I could get someone in a second.
Yeah.
100%. Okay.
Yep. That would be the best way.
My guy, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a deal from Cold Call, my first one. I signed it for a clip. Let's put it that way. Big assignment.
How much?
What we got?
Yeah, you can't keep it hidden.
52.
Patty, that's not a clip.
With a cold call, right? Let's go.
That's what we're talking about,
man.
It
still has to close, but
of course. But that's what people say when it comes to ROI. Like it may take like cold calling may take longer, it may be a pain in the ass, but there's really no better ROI, SMS and cold calling than you're gonna get than any of these other marketing channels. It's crazy.
Word.
Crazy.
I'm pleased. I don't know. Honestly, I'm paying too much for the cold call. I may have to switch it up.
I'm big on this. You've heard me say this. Like cold calling is not that difficult. You know what I mean? Like you got to find someone that knows how to speak, little accent, can have a conversation. Pretty much it. They're not the one making the offers and shit like that. Like I'm sure Noah has a overseas one that he had to train a little bit more to actually make the offers, negotiate and stuff. But when it comes to cold calling, and Noah, you could speak to that. When it comes to cold calling, it's way less shit that you got to worry about,
Yeah, 100%. Nick, I'm curious. Dude, I've tested 30 different cold call companies. So I'm curious what you paid. I will say I've hired my own callers, and dude, you're so right. It's like one day of training because all they have to ask is 3 questions. Hey, do you want to hear an offer? Okay, how much do you want for it? When's a good time to give you a call back? Mm-hmm. That's all I trained them on. Now, I'm sure the agencies I currently use do more. Obviously, they give me a lot more information than that. But, bro, you can if you're overpaying for cold calling, there's definitely a solution for you somewhere. It's probably really close.
Bro, that mic sounds delicious. It sounds so good.
Yeah, it does sound great.
I'll get a mic. It sounds so good.
No, but did you hear whenever you said you closed the deal or you signed a deal for 52 bands, I got super hype. I snapped my chair.
Oh my gosh.
It's not much.
Yeah, you are not. I love it.
Dude, on accident, but I didn't know if you could hear that in the mic. But
I thought I heard something.
I heard something go on. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah. But cool.
Beast. But hey, cold call for the win. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
You guys want to start ripping some of these questions?
Let's run through.
All right, bro. We're starting off with an SMS question. All right. Steve goes, how many texts you send in a month? What is he saying? Show. How many texts you send in a month? Bro, too many. I'm not really. I'm only sending 20,000 a month. And it sounds like he wants to start focusing on SMS and where we pull the lists. Batch leads. Boom. I think Jordan does something else. Noah does deal machine.
Deal machine.
Jordan, where are you pulling?
Isn't that awesome though? Like we all do different shit.
Yeah, and we're all winning too.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I actually have a title company rep that like pulls all the data for me. So she'll pull like vacants and tax delinquents and pre-foreclosures and probates and fucking old houses, and they have like these filters of like bad condition and stuff like that. So that's primarily where I'm getting the my list from. It's been like 4 months I've been using it. It's been working really well.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Are you paying for this data?
I get 25,000 for free, and then what is it? I forget. Every 25,000 records is another $1,000 after that. So really, I can get 50,000 for $1,000.
You're getting a couple deals for free.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? Like, just to show my gratitude to the woman, like I'm cutting her off a little bit on the back end too, to like keep her motivated and just because like she doesn't need to do that for me. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the setup that we have right now, and it's been going pretty well.
Cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Blessings, man.
So Rita asks if we do any calls or texting on Sundays, or if that's a no-go, and up to what time are you guys usually calling on weekdays? So 2 questions in one. Do we call on Sundays, and during the week, what time do you call till?
No, I hit that.
Yeah, for sure. So to my understanding, this is like if I'm with my team, they're calling from 9 to 6:30 at least. Now they're not to call before 8 or after 8, and that's on weekdays. And that's Eastern time. And be mindful of if you're calling out west, of course, if you're in the east. And I guess on Saturdays, they don't start. They're not to call at 8, but start at 9. And then Sundays, I tell them, hey, I don't want you calling any. You can call. I'm not going to make you call. You can call if you want. Don't do it till after 2 p.m. Let people go to church, have lunch with their families, whatever. I'm not going to make you call. You can. Don't do it early on Sunday.
Yeah.
I like that.
Our callers call till 8. I think they start at 10 and they go to 8 p.m.
Fire.
Yeah. Saturdays are free game, and Sunday is a complete no-go for me. We don't do any texting, any calling. Like if a seller wants a call that's already in our CRM to talk, deals, then we'll do that. But any cold outreach and stuff like that, that's the Lord's Day, baby. We keep it quiet then.
Amen.
I dig that. I have a similar program to Jordan in the sense. My cold callers only call Monday to Friday. I only do any outreach Monday to Friday. And if leads come in on Saturday, I call them. If leads come in on Sunday, I call them. If I have a scheduled touch point with someone that's already a lead on Saturday or Sunday, I call them. And if someone wants to do an appointment on Saturday or Sunday, I go. But cold outreach, I don't do. That being said, if you're younger in this biz, if you're newer in this biz, the biggest companies are off on the weekends, which means you should spend a bunch of your marketing dollars on the weekends. That's how I would look at it, because it's kind of fair. It's free game. You don't have like worthy competition, if you will.
Yeah.
The biggest companies off on the weekends. There you go. My opinion. Boom.
Boom, baby.
All right. So Chris goes, hey guys, I've been doing about 5 MLS offers a day and buying 2 to 3 coupon club leads, I think, a day since last week, and no deals yet, but getting closer. think this method could get me 1 to 3 deals a month.
I think 3 may be a little high and optimistic if you're sticking at those numbers. 1 definitely for sure. I think 1 or 2 it definitely can. I feel like you're super consistent with it and you follow up like past this first month, and let leads stack up. Maybe some other people that you speak to, their closing falls through and they come back to you. I think 1 or 2 it could definitely get you there. I try to bump it up a little bit. I try to bump up the MLS offers a day a little bit. See if you can get to 10. You get to 10, you're putting yourself even in a much better position. 5 should get you 1 too, but if you go to 10, you're really putting yourself in a position where it's like, damn, it'll be a miracle if I don't get a deal. So I think so for sure. Just stay consistent with it. It's a free cold outreach kind of thing. Just stay consistent with it. It'll work.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts. The MLS, if you make 10 MLS offers a day for 30 days straight, that's 300 offers. If you actually follow up with all the people that are like not crazy with you, like the people that are like respond to you like a normal human being and not like a jerk, statistically, it'll be difficult for you not to get a deal out of 300 offers. You'll get at least 1. I think you'll get 2 deals from that. And for Coupon Club, you got to treat their cold call leads for the most part. Just treat them as cold call leads. If you buy 60 leads, you'll probably get a deal. And if you don't, it's your fault.
Yep.
So if you buy 2 leads a day for 30 days straight, there you go. You got a deal. You'll get a deal. So it's 3 deals. It may not happen that month. I think what Jordan said is probably pretty accurate. They'll go with somebody else, and the next month they'll swing back to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
I'll tell you what, Chris, what I think, if you take every single phone call an opportunity to learn and be better and become a better communicator, then I think there's no way that if you do make, like they said, 10 offers a day, there's no way you don't close 1, 2, maybe 3 deals. You got to be able to, especially with the leads you're paying for, utilize everything. If it's off market and you can put it on the MLS and that's the best way for you to make money, I need you to be able to utilize that. If they won't do a cash offer, if they won't do a novation, make them a creative finance offer. Just because you're going to structure the deal differently. And now some people may say, oh, since I don't know where you are, maybe you just want to focus on cash deals, but the transaction's no different, just the deal structure, just what's on the paper. The way that you do business, it's the same thing. Hey, I'm just trying to market this to an end buyer. So no matter what, just get as good as you possibly can on the phone, get as good as you can at making offers and staying in the pocket is how I like to describe it, and get creative, find a way. Guarantee you can do it if you stick to it, man, for sure.
Preach.
Be consistent.
Preach.
All right. Steven goes, I think he's responding to somebody else. We have cold calling agencies. Yes, we're all using agencies. Other than Jordan, I think. Are you?
No, I'm using an agency. Yep.
I thought. All right.
Yeah.
So, and he's asking, what cold call agencies do we use? Well,
BioForce.
no one uses all of them. He's a shark, bro. He gives them all money. Beast.
Jeez. Well, what do you guys use?
BioForce.
BioForce.
Yeah, BioForce.
Same with you, Nick?
No, Jordan. And you're having them call New Jersey, right?
I do.
In New Jersey, are they getting less leads than in other markets?
No, I don't. I wouldn't say that. No.
Well, that's all I need to know. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
No accent callers is who I'm using.
Oh yeah, okay.
The guys that own it are super solid guys. I like them a lot.
Yeah, awesome, both of them.
Really cool dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, it really doesn't matter which agency you use. Just get one and
just get one for sure.
Yeah, we're 3 good people to do this show because we all three do totally different shit.
Right?
Phenomenal. Yeah.
So right now, just 2 weeks ago I had 12 cold callers. I'm down to 6 now, right? So I have I listen, all right. So I fired 8 of them. They were just dirtying up my CRM. It wasn't good. I had a nice long talk with a buddy of mine that anyway, it was dirty. Didn't like it. Fired 8 of them. Brought on 2 more from the newer guys that are in Egypt that I started working with that brought me that live transfer that we assigned for 30 bands. It's closing today, right?
So no, you gotta find the
I'll show you the wire.
You gotta find the cheapest, shittiest Rolex you can buy that's real and send it to George. The content, you probably get 2 deals from the content.
Yeah. Okay. You think so, man? No,
I would do it. I'm a psycho. I'm not saying
bro.
get him a sub. I'm saying get him like, like the date just your dad got you in middle school. You know what I mean? Or like the little two-tone that you see in the hood.
All right. That's a great idea, Nick. I think we might just see that come to pass, man. So keep your eyes out.
We'll make you a legend. $4,000 to solidify yourself forever. Yeah. All right. So if we're going to hire our own cold callers, how do you provide the overseas callers with dialers, etc., this and that?
So really, you just have your own account, whether it's on Ready Mode or whatever, call tool, smartphone, whatever you're going to use. And then you got to give basically the caller a seat. Is that correct? Like my cold call company does it for me. That's how I used to do it when I was doing it on my own. You have to pay for a line or a seat for each caller, basically. And you can give them their own login and stuff like that. They log in, they start the campaign, and they get calling.
That's it. And they should have a dashboard. You can monitor them, how they're doing this and that.
Right.
But very simple. Very simple.
100%.
Dwayne says, let me say, y'all, your SMS advice has been working and been a game changer for me. Hey, that's what this is for, bro. That's really what this is for. We just want to help y'all do deals and do more deals. Like we want this to be a community and we want to grow it. Tell your friends about it. I really mean it. Let's go. Thank you so much for that feedback. I hope that you make so much money from the SMS advice.
Facts.
For sure.
Someone's asking the best list to target. That is one thing that we're all relatively similar on. We all love absentee owner. We all like do some extra filters with it, it sounds like, but ultimately when it boils it down, we all love absentee owner.
Simple. I love that shit. Simple. Pull an absentee list and blast that shit.
Rip it. You don't have to think of a million filters. Absentee owner.
Yep.
Basically have high equity and just blast.
Yeah,
I also like pre-foreclosures. If we're talking SMS, I love pre-foreclosures because a lot of these guys aren't going to pick up the phone anyway. So like you're only competing with other like bad boys that still do the SMS. Not as many of them. So I like it. How many deals a month can I expect from 10,000 texts a month? 1.
Yeah.
Or 2 really small ones, but that you shouldn't do that. You should just get 1 good deal.
Agreed.
Another SMS question. This speed.
Wow.
Speed to lead count in SMS marketing. What's a priority for getting on the phone with the lead? It matters dramatically. It depends. Absentee owner doesn't matter. But it has to be in like a normal time frame that you would speak to another human being. Like if you got hours go and then go back in and try to talk to them, you're just like they're not going to like you. But pre-foreclosures, you need to respond immediately or else you'll never hear from them again. If you let more than 5 minutes go, there's a good chance that was it. You had they had one opportunity. They're in a manic state where they want to do something and you got to catch them then or else you're cooked.
There's no benefit of not having speed to lead on any marketing channel on any leads.
Yes.
There's zero benefit. So like it doesn't hurt to be as quick to a lead as possible for all marketing channels. It helps and is beneficial for all marketing channels.
Very, very true. Rita J. how do you ensure the data that you're pulling every month is not repetitive data that you've reached out to in the past when cold calling?
Nice.
Very juicy.
Good question.
Most dialers, if you upload a list to them, it will mark all the duplicates and give you the option whether or not you want to include the duplicates, and just don't include the duplicates.
Yeah, you could have like that. There's like if you have a VA, they could probably figure out how to do that shit. Something like that. But yeah, I do it the same way. My CRM actually has like a duplicate detector, so you could upload all the lists that you store in there, and then upload like a new one, and it'll just catch all the duplicates and remove it.
Nice.
That's the easiest way. It's the easiest way to do it. But it is so important because I don't think people actually catch on to that. That is important to do, or else you're really just skip tracing and paying for the same fucking lead that you've had for a long time, wasting money.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one thing about batch that I like. Like if you pay for it, like it stays in your system. They don't hit you more than once for the same lead, which I like.
Right.
That's good. That's good stuff. I would wiggle your data a little bit. You definitely don't want to pull the same exact thing on the same exact day every month. And also that could be a shift in the location. That could be a shift in the specific person that you're targeting. You know what I mean? So just toggle your data a little bit every 60 days. Do something every 30 days. Really do something different, but don't do the same thing next month as you did today.
Agree. All right. So not sure if you guys have had to deal with this in an attorney state. I had the seller's lawyer try to tell the seller to back out of the deal and that they should not sell this low, trying to ruin the deal.
Fucking cock blockers, man. I can't stand them. It's like they don't want to get paid. It's so weird. I've actually had that happen to me. The deal went through though, but I've had an attorney put their input in and say, "Oh well, like that's a super low price." Now it really depends. Like, do you have earnest money deposit in? Is there a buyer already secured? Do you feel confident in the deal? Because really, like, the attorney could say whatever he wants, but you could place a lien on the property if everything is cordial with the contract. Like if you have a buyer in place or you have your EMD in, he could back out. He could want to back out all he wants, but if you really choose to enforce that contract, then he can't, right? So I would honestly first try to have a conversation with the seller and not go that route. Keep it friendly, right? Try to work out something. Listen, maybe you throw him a few G's just to help this, get smoothed over, depending on what the spread is. But really, I would try to keep it friendly first. Try to figure something out. Break down the numbers with him. Take him through the process. But if worse comes to worse, if everything is cordial and you did everything in the contract that you said you were going to do, he really doesn't have grounds to just back out.
Good point.
I would ask if the lawyer is willing to pay him more.
Yeah, that too. 100%. Fucking have the lawyer put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah. Gosh, I can't stand when people it's not going in his pocket, so he's really just trying to make your life a little more difficult. So push it. Are you willing to pay more? Is that attorney willing to make an offer? I mean, because at the end of the day, I guess I don't know that I've handled this situation properly in the past, but I believe you would want to figure this and work this out with the seller and let them know, hey, you and I are on the same side. Your attorney, the money's not going in his pocket; it's going in yours. What do you want? So.
I think that's key right there. I think your best route is just to go directly to the seller and straighten it out with the seller. The attorney, they're not going to listen to you, my boy. If legally you can beat them, if legally, like what Jordan said, if like let's say you already have the contract signed, this and that, like there's nothing this bull can do. So he can eat a fucking dick. Like as far as like who cares? He's not mad that the price is low. He's mad you banged his mother. Like forget this guy. If the deal isn't signed yet though, and then the attorney is creating friction, then I think you just do exactly what friggin' Noah said and talk to the seller. Be like, bro, this is going in your pocket. How do you really want to handle it? Do you want to go through this or not? And if he wants to go through it, what can the attorney do?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, do you buy exclusive leads on Speed to Lead? I just got a hot one doing that and thinking the best get taken before they go to Coupon Club.
I do not. I don't use Speed to Lead anymore. So Speed to Lead was actually my first PPC provider. So I know most people know them for PPL. They also do PPC. That was my first PPC provider back in January of 2022.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you know they're good. They give good leads, but I have not bought any exclusive leads on them or from them. I would agree. I guess the hot ones probably get taken before they go to Coupon Club. Not all of them, but I'm guessing the majority of them. But if that worked for you, keep the momentum with it. You know, I wouldn't change anything. If you just got a hot one, try to get a few more. But I personally haven't done anything with Speed to Lead in some time now.
Okay. Word.
Yep.
I've only done Coupon Club with Speed to Lead.
Yeah, and you've had success with it, so
Yeah. What the hell? You know?
what the hell? Cheap leads.
Oh, dude, they're cheap. They're $29. All right. I'm in New York. It's not uncommon to see attorneys try to cross out the assignment clause. I don't know if that's true. If that's true, it's not nice.
It's very true. You know,
Really?
I mean, and that's why upstate New York is much easier. But like if you're in the city, like if you're in Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, or whatever, it's much harder. But we also spoke about that last week. Like if there is no fucking assignment clause, just sign the deal still.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, just tell them, listen, that's not a problem, whatever. Because if you secure a buyer, right, you'll find a way to get it done. This is just that simple. You know what I mean? Like you'll find a way to get it done. Obviously, we spoke about ways last week to get it done, but just if they cross it out, just say, you know what, no problem. Let's ink this thing, and then find a buyer and keep pushing.
Facts.
Don't
push it.
I was gonna say, don't quote me on this, but I believe contract law states that a contract is assignable unless stated otherwise.
I think it's dependent on the state because I thought that too.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that
and
too.
States can state otherwise.
Right. Yep.
Oh God. I don't know. I don't let these things remotely affect my heart rate.
No.
I've done bad things in my past that I was worried about, and like this is just nothing to me. I don't care. I've had real problems. This ain't a problem, bro. Yep. Assign it. What are they gonna do, bro? Come on. You've done worse things than assign a contract. That's what you should do.
And they have too.
Yeah, do it. All right. How do you guys place memos on properties if needed in other states? I know it's not ethically right unless you have to. Is there a way to virtually do it, or can title company place a memo?
No, it's not ethically right. I think it's right. I think if you're in the correct position and you've done everything and you've stuck to your word and they're trying to get out of the deal or sell to another buyer, I think it's ethical. I think you're well within your right to do that. I placed many memos on many properties in many different states. So yeah, the best way for me is I always ask the title company, like, what's the process? Because some of them can do it with the title company. Some will have to go through the county clerk. They'll say, you got to mail a check or do this and mail it into the county or whatever. But they'll usually give you pretty good instructions. Or you can call the county clerk themselves and get instructions as well. Every state and county is different. It has like a different recording process and stuff like that. But that is probably the easiest way to do it and learn how to do it in different states.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. I like going right to the title company. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I've never placed a memo, so it's valuable for me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I did it once.
Did you?
I drove 6.5 hours to meet this lady for lunch. I took her out to lunch. I sent her flowers. She signed the contract. I got her to sign for 70 G's. And then she said she was no longer going to cooperate and was not going to sell the property. So I said, I'm filing a memo because this is nonsense. I literally, oh my. But we closed.
12 hours driving. No way.
Dude,
Definitely.
yeah.
At that point.
Oh, but we closed.
Bro, you know that you could have just popped the flight?
Yeah. No, that's right.
That would have been baller.
Yeah, right. This is a while ago. That's funny, man. You got me really actually thinking about it now. Anyway, on to the question. You can do it virtually. I had to go to the post office. I had to send a document, but I also, like George said, I called title company, said, hey, can you guys file a memo? They said, you're going to have to do that. I said, okay.
Okay. All right. This person said they've had some big rips off Coupon Club. It's a numbers game for sure. All the stuff is numbers game. Coupon Club is good. Everything is good. Are you good? That's the question. Question: what is the commissions earning potentials for wholesale commercial for wholesaling commercial stuff and or wholesaling land? Is you know what? It's up to you, my boy. Talk nice to them. The rest is up to you. If you can get it cheap, you can sell it for a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't overthink it. All the stuff is the same. Just pick one. Don't do a bunch of stuff. You get nowhere. Either wholesale houses, wholesale commercial stuff, wholesale land. Pick one thing and stick with it.
Yeah. How about there's literally no limit on the potential? And I'll just throw a number out there. It's probably possible on Earth to get into a deal where you can make $1 billion. So, like Nick said, it's up to you, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny asks if we know anyone that needs an acquisitions manager. Maybe one of these guys will hire you. I can't, but
not at the moment.
Oh, Nick, you do. Come on.
Me?
Yeah, come on. Are you still talking to sellers?
I'm still talking to sellers. Heck yeah.
Oh, come on.
You know what?
Sonny on.
I'm not Jewish enough to not talk to the sellers. And by that, I mean, like, my best friend is Jewish. Okay. And he says that if you're really Jewish, you don't work. You pay other people to work, and then you just worry. And I'm not at that point. I just want to do the work. I don't want to be managing all these people. I don't enjoy it. And I am not able to pay enough where I can get tip-top talent. And I'm not looking to, that's it,
Boom.
I don't want somebody mid that I can train to be less mid. And then once they're less mid, leave me. I'm not interested in that.
And you just love the game of ripping off equity from old people, right?
Yeah, bro. And I want to find old people with dementia I can steal their equity.
That's it, bro. Nick loves that game.
What if this acquisition manager has a heart?
Yeah. Can't do that. That 52K rip, it doesn't happen if that's the case.
No way. No way. Yeast. Someone asks us, and do you teach?
He said, I'm not Jewish either. Let's run it up.
Oh, that's good. That's good. The thing is, I'm trying to be Jewish one day, but just not yet.
Oh, man, that's funny.
How long have y'all known each other and been in business? Jordan and I met on Twitter this year. Noah messaged me and then came on my pod. He came from Ohio or New York City, wherever he was that weekend, and came on my pod. And now we got this going on. We all are on, we all do some education in our own way. And I know that YouTube is the spot. So we all connected and we're trying to grow our YouTubes with this.
Yep.
And we've all been in business a couple of years. I started end of 2020. Jordan, I think you started what, like in 2020 or 2019 or something like that?
Yeah, 2018.
2018. Wow. Fire. And Noah's a young buck. He's been in a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, 18 months, a year and a half.
Fire.
Wow, you guys been in it 5-7 years, dude?
Bro, I got out of college. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I got my license and I'm like, this is not for me either. And I just jumped right in.
I love that.
Wow.
Never had a on the books job in my life.
So maybe if we get through these questions quick enough, I'd have a couple for you guys. Wow, I didn't know you were in the game for that long. I would love, what's the difference between 7 years ago and today? And what's going to be the difference 7 years from today?
We'll get to that after.
Oh, yeah, right. For sure.
Steven goes, should I split on SMS and cold calling or just focus all in on SMS? It depends on your budget, but my guess is you should just pick one. You don't need, that's my opinion. Pick one and get great at it and then move on.
Go ahead, Nick.
That was it.
Dude, I was so against switching lanes for so long. Like I dialed in with cold call for a year straight before I even thought about adding on SMS. And very recent, like 3 weeks ago, I just started texting 3 weeks ago. I got peer pressure by these two at the end of the day. And after establishing cold calling and then adding SMS and growing that arm, it really is beneficial. Now, trying to do both at once while it's just me, I don't know about that, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good point.
What's next?
I ran into a seller where I gave him an offer in July. He had to think about it. The market shifted and and now our offer is a lot less. The seller thinks my business is not ethical. Good for them. Move on. They don't exist, but there's other sellers out there. Short-term memory. They're a turkey. Forget them.
Simple as that.
That's it.
Because that's a real thing that happened. So
it does. It happens.
Yeah.
Could have accepted it then.
Exactly. Yeah.
He explained to him offers are usually 24 to 72 hours. So he said, hey, we let the offers out for a day to 3 days. You know, what do you guys think of the situation? You guys usually go lower after the seller doesn't make a decision on time? Yes, we do. We've been doing that. Now, what's happened between here and there? Did he list it on the market and take it down? Was it under contract with a wholesaler? What happened? You know what I mean? So, and why are the numbers so different now? Now, are you just being stubborn or is there a real reason? I guess I'm curious.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
I forget this bull. You know, forget the seller. Find another seller. Some sellers, they're just not going to like you. What I would recommend, have one of your friends call them as a new person, and you still get the deal. They don't even know it's you. They want it. You know what? Now it's time to be unethical. Fuck this bull. That's what I think. Have somebody else call on your behalf and still get them is what I would do. I have my wife do it, or sometimes I have one of my boys do it. The Just Me is coming back. What is a general commission? Or then he's saying, what's the fastest to close land or close residential? I wouldn't be worrying about closing it fast. And I think you have too many worries. Too many worries will get you nowhere. I think you pick one thing and just do it. Pick residential and then just do residential. If you like, we're all residential guys. I can't tell you to do land. I can't tell you to do commercial. That being said, those are great options, but just none of us really focus on that. And if you want us to guide you, do residential. Don't worry about how long it takes. Worry about doing all the right actions every day.
Yep. Perfect answer. General commission for acquisitions. It's usually like 8 to 10% of the assignment fee. That's usually what people are paying.
But I think that it matters how many deals you have the ability to do.
Yeah.
Like that's why I can't have an acquisitions guy, you know. Jordan could pay 10% because if you are really good, you can be making 20, 30 G's over with Jordan as a sales guy, you know.
Dude, my top acquisition guy to start the year in January made 28 G's. I'm like, dude, and you know that's obviously not the norm. I'm not going to say that's the norm. That was his biggest month, but it was something. It was something.
Yeah, you guys are getting some steak dinners after that. Let's go.
Yeah, they did.
He was happy.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. What's next? I keep getting lost.
how feasible is it to run a wholesale operation with a 9 to 5? And if it is, what are some good practices to have success with this? That's a good question.
Have any one of us had a 9 to 5 while working this, or no? I haven't.
No.
I was in school. I was in class. You know, I could be on the laptop. I could text. I could type.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely feasible, right? But you're gonna need some help. You know, you're gonna need some team members. You're gonna need some delegation processes and stuff like that. You know, I know some people that are fucking like blasting SMS throughout the day and then coming back after work and just calling everyone that has showed some type of interest. Have seen that. Have seen people hiring cold callers and then coming back at the end of the day and calling all the leads they got. Stuff like that. But yeah, you're either gonna have to do something like that or get home and cold call from 5 to 9 maybe, or make MLS offers from 5 to 9. So there's definitely gonna be some work involved. You have to decide what your budget is, right? If you're able to bring people on, or if you're gonna pay with time, and then just pick a lane and go from there. So it's feasible, but it's not easy.
One, not feasible. Two, one, it's feasible. Two, it's not easy, but it is simple. Jordan is very right. It's very feasible. I think you can. Again, I've never done it myself. I've never had a job that's a normal job, but I haven't. But what I do think is, if you have a 9 to 5 job, I think you can make 5 to 10 MLS offers a day and just commit. It's in hustle season. If you do that for 30 days straight, you'll get at least one deal, maybe two, but you'll get at least one deal. And if you just do that every single month, what do you make in your job? It depends on what you make in your job. If you're a normal human being, you probably make somewhere in $60,000 a year. So like one deal a month. If you do 6 wholesale deals and don't touch the money, that's a whole year's salary right there. And then once you have that, then decide what you want to do. Or maybe you're making 10 G's a month, which now not as many people are making 10 G's a month than you think. That's still one deal a month if you're doing free marketing. So I think you have a lot of options. I think do MLS outreach and don't do anything else, or hire cold callers. And when you get out of work, exactly what Jordan said, call the leads. You're only going to get a couple leads a day anyway. So you're not going to have much work.
Sonny, the fact you're on here tells me you're not at your dream job right now. And so my question to you would be, if you quit your job, what is the literal worst case scenario for your life if you go all in on this? And then what is the best case scenario? And weigh the two. Because for me, I was in college. It was, okay, if I drop out of college, the worst case scenario is I just come back. And the best case scenario is I become a multimillionaire and I build a virtual wholesale operation in my young 20s that's going to feed my family for the rest of my life and start an empire, right? So it's up to you. What are you willing to risk?
Love it. Yeah, I love that. That was awesome. Which is a question I think is interesting. I don't think we've ever spoken about this. Is like, what's your long term? Like, what is you looking to wholesale forever? Or is this leading you up to something else? That's a conversation we should get into one day.
Yeah,
I agree.
Let's see. What's next? What do we got here?
That's it.
You sure?
What's your day look like for someone involved in wholesale?
Oh, there we go.
No.
What's your day look like? Dude, you see it. We actually just talk to people all day. Now, I'll speak for myself and then I'll let them. I talk to the people that I hired to talk to people that are selling their house. That's all I do, is I just oversee, oh, okay, yeah, I think that's a good offer. I think you should come a little lower. I think we should do this with that. Hey, did we get pictures for that? Just overseeing everything. That's all I'm doing, just talking to my guys all day. Now, what about you guys? What does it look like for you?
Nick?
Mine's gonna be least exciting, Jordan. You go. You go next, bro.
Yeah, same thing. I tweeted about this, I think yesterday. Like, my days are fucking boring, dude. I wake up at 4:50 to 5 in the morning every single weekday morning, hit the gym, come back, have breakfast, and then work until go to sleep. But we do the same thing. We're just like overseeing, hey, acquisition managers, what's the let's offer a little more here, a little less here. Did we get this for this? The title, checking in on my TC, what's going on with this, when's closing. And it doesn't sound like it's hectic or busy, but no, like, it's fucking busy still, dude. Because like, while you're doing all that, you're managing all that stuff, you're also trying, like, looking for places to improve. Like, we need to get better at this. All right, let me try to fix this. So that's kind of what it is, just overseeing shit. And then two, like, always trying to find places where we can improve, become more efficient, become more effective. So that's basically what it is.
Word.
All right, what's yours?
All right. So I wake up at 6. So from 6 to 8, I wake up. I spend time with my daughter. I spend time with my wife. My wife, Lee, is in the gym in the 8 o'clock hour. So like the 8 o'clock hour, just me and my daughter. And I do that every morning. My wife's at the gym in the 7 o'clock hour. So like from 6 to 8 o'clock, it's dad time, but I'm also like, I'm doing emails. Like, I'm waking up and I have a bunch of shit on my phone every morning. These guys probably have a similar thing. So I have the dad time. I make breakfast. I do all this stuff for like, let's say 2 hours with my family. It's really nice. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. I'm very I'm calling my boys at the same time that like I have bullshit I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? Like, whether I got a deal going on with them, or like I get a lot of leads that come in through like social media. So I'm dealing with a lot of that stuff during that time as well. 8 o'clock comes, I do my family walk. If you follow me on social media, you already know 8 o'clock, I do my family walk. And then my wife and I, the whole time, we just talk about things that we need to accomplish that day, that talk about exactly what our week is going. And it's like more like high level things of what needs to be done, and kind of overseeing like where we're at in relation to everything. And it's very, very good as far as like the rest of my day and making sure that I'm on track for the week. It's like probably one of my more productive times. Then jujitsu at 10 o'clock. So that hour in between my walk and jujitsu, I'm ripping an hour worth. It's a power hour of calls. I'm going crazy on the calls. I get in the car. My jiu-jitsu is only like 5-10 minutes away from my house to do that. Get out, do my afternoon calls, then appointments if I have any appointments. What the heck? And then by 5 o'clock, 5:30, I do my evening calls. So I do calls 3 times a day. All day I'm scrolling launch control like it's an app, like it's my social media, answering stuff. I only answer hot things on my phone because my virtual assistant, he answers all like the early stages of communication, But that's my day every day.
That was the most exciting one.
Yeah, dude.
Just a mad time with my family, bro. I really do. I love my family.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But just like Jordan, I literally every single day of mine is the exact same. Wake up at the same time. I do the same morning routine. Like every day, Monday to Monday is the same thing for me.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, same time every single day. I call the same 3 times every single day.
How long do you call? So like, what is it? Those 3 sessions, what do they total up to? Hour-wise or?
Bro, not many, like 3 to 4 hours.
There you go. Efficiency. And that's just the go. I asked that question because it's like you could balance life too. You know what I mean? Like, once you get to a certain point, you can balance life, making money, building a business and shit like that. And that's it. Perfect example.
And like same thing with these guys. There's always things that I'm working on specifically in the business, and like after my daughter goes to bed, like, my wife and I work on them. Like we work on things in the evening, but that's not like right now we're working on my website, and like, so in the evenings we talk about my website, or like, I'm doing these Facebook ads, or we're talking and strategizing about these Facebook ads.
Nice.
So like, there's always something that we're working on and trying to get better.
That's beautiful. And I got a question for both of you guys. You guys been in this game a lot longer than me. I'm going to learn from this, and so is everybody else watching. I am I feel like I'm starting to get to the point where I can balance life. Now, I'm kind of a one of the psycho competitor where I just want to go. And now, my wife needs to pull the reins back. I got to pull the reins back. But were you guys ever there? How long were you there till you were at the point where you were like, dude, now my business can run. It's smooth. I only got to work a little bit and life is good. Was there a moment where you guys were 12 hours a day working, or is that not always necessary?
Define work.
It's a deep question. I like that question. For me, I'll be completely honest. I still struggle with it. Like I have like production anxiety, where if I'm not doing something towards making money or building something, that I go crazy. So like where you see me sitting right now, I've been sitting since 8:45, and I'll go have lunch at maybe 2, and then I'll be sitting here until 8:30. Right. Mm-hmm. And then I'll go have dinner. I have like late ass dinners because I have to like pull myself away. I have to force myself to go eat, shower, and then kind of like, plan the next day and stuff like that. I'm not the best person to take advice from that right now. Like both you guys have children. And so for me, I'm like, I'm taking advantage of any second that I don't, because I know obviously once I do, like that time, I'm going to be in love with hanging out with them. You know what I mean? So Nick is probably a better person to ask when it comes to like balancing that and shit like that, because I still struggle with it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to open the door and ask my wife, because she'll say I have no balance. I'm a psychopath in the sense that I every single day it's important to me that I make zero sacrifices, and I do everything that I want. I'm just very blessed in the sense I only want to do 3 things. I want to be with my family, I want to do jujitsu, and I'm going to wholesale some real estate. So like I really, really mean it. And those are the only things I do every single day. And the moment where I feel differently, I'll do differently. So like that's really it. Like when I'm not having like daughter time or son time and not in jujitsu, I just do things that are revenue producing activities in the immediate term, and things that are revenue producing activities in the long term. Like this is a long term like what we're doing right now. Like this hour is a long term hour for me. I think eventually this is going to be huge. I've gotten leads from this in the short term, but I think long term this is going to be huge, and this is like a long term project that I'm working on. But like I don't know. You got to do whatever your heart desires. No, that's what I think. And if you are in your heart, you're in hustle season right now, you just need to embrace that and take advantage of that. That's what you want to do. That's my opinion. And you can take that and you squash it like a tomato if you want. That's how I look at things. Mm-hmm. And as far as like a balance, I don't really believe in a balance. I believe in just following your heart. That's it.
So just to be clear, okay, perfect. I just had to verify, because I would be glad to work 24 hours a day. You guys would also be glad to do what we do all the time, and that's why you're successful, because you just love it and you just love doing it.
Yes, but it's mad important. It's mad important that you spend as much time with your daughter. This is my opinion, obviously. Again, you take it and you squash it if you want. The older she gets, the less time that she'll want to spend with you, and this is like the peak amount of time that you'll have access to her, and you'll have your whole life to do deals. So I think that's how I look at it. At least, like, my son just started school, bro. I don't want to get emotional, but like, he's not like around as much. It's like, it's crazy, and that's gonna happen. So like, before they go to school, that is in your whole life is the most time you'll ever get to spend with them. And like, I don't know, like if you really need the money, then God bless you. You got to go get that money. But like, I don't know, if you have enough money that like you can take full advantage of that time, I think there's nothing better, more useful in your life. It's 3 years of your life. If your money's super fucked up, then your money's fucked up. Your money's not fucked up. So I'd always keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's 3 years, and you have the rest of your life. You know, if that 3 years is going to throw you off, you're never going to be successful anyway. You know, that's how I look at it. So I'm fucking soaking up every ounce of that time. You know.
Thank you for that perspective, man. 100%.
Yeah, and also if you want to make your wife like, I don't know, that's my opinion. You know, I like. It's my dude, my daughter, my son. That's my people for real.
That should be.
That's right, man. That's right, man.
Yeah.
Powerful, man, for sure.
But fellas, I gotta scarf down food. I gotta go to an appointment, and then I gotta make my calls. You know how it goes. Let's go.
All right, fellas. Have a good one. That was a good one. That was a good session.
That was a great
all
session.
love, man.
Yeah. I learned a good amount that session.
Same.
Let's go.
Heck yeah, fellas. I'll see you next week. You guys are fucking monsters. Let's go.
Let's go.
Close some deals, baby.
Peace.